first case was my murder trial. It says a lot about you, your client as well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before the case? Before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. I really, really love the facial expressions in this game. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. Oh, guys. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts. That's such an unfortunate name. Okay, I skipped that. Wait. Okay, this is the evidence that I have so far. Attorney's badge and Cindy's autopsy report. And then we have Mia Fey, who's 27, Larry Butts, who's 23, and Cindy Stone, who's 22. So all these people are pretty young. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butts. Oh boy. Okay, so Larry is Phoenix's longtime friend. And the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. Okay, so they've been friends since they were born. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has bad luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Okay, guys, this is the real deal. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during the trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge for your client's sake. I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Go. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. This is not great. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Okay, the defendant is Larry Butts. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read over the case report cover to cover so many times. It's, wait, relax. Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinderblock. Yep, that's the one. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all of my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Gets excited. He looks like he's going to jail in that code. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you. She was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. Which mean one of them lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. The victim apparently arrived over Paris on, is that September? Wait, no, if October's the 9th, that's August. I really hope that's right. The day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but she did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies, sugar. Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Again, I'm kind of like failing to see the point here. Dude, we can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you wanted to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait to see what happens or stop him from answering? Let's just stop him from answering. honestly or stop him from answering. To say, make him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I won. Order. Well, Mr. Butts, dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so like I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. The audience in the court really scare me. I don't know, I think it's their face or maybe how they all look the same. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. I unironically really like his design. I guess that's not unironically, but I don't know, I like his face. And I wonder what that dot in the middle of his face is. I wonder what that's for. And I like how he's moving to side to side. Probably 'cause nerves. Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witness's account. Okay. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. When I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead, I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record. Okay, so the electricity at Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. Now, Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor, you will now begin your cross-examination. Okay, guys, this is where I start. This is where I go off. Cross-examination, Your Honor. Alright, right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying. Bruh. Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay. So let's see. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw lying there a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in our apartment wasn't working. The phone in our apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right? But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that. I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call, and that phone wasn't working correct. What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Okay, wait, I want to see. Okay, but it says the time of death was from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., so I'm gonna present that. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. Man, every time that, what's his name? Wait. Winston Payne. Bro, every time he gets nervous, he looks like he has really bad cramps. Okay, never mind. Let me go back. Okay. After his testimony, I found it hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart. Oh, yeah. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Alright, here we go again. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Okay, so when I was playing this, I actually figured this out the first time. There was a blackout. So the TV wouldn't be able to work. I see you heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right? You know what to do. I've got this one. Yeah, that's literally what I was saying. He looks like a rat. Okay, you see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. Okay. I'm gonna present this. Hold it right there. The prosecution said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. This record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, let's hear your testimony once more, please. Okay. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon the killer used to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness, gladly. Okay. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon the killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Okay. That murder weapon. Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Okay. But isn't this a statue? Represent that. Wait, just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Bro, I'm literally an attorney. Just answer the question, Mr. Solid. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. Someone misstated this statue is indeed a clock. What? The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hands. Yet the witness testified that he had never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed, the witness knew it was a clock because he knew the victim or went into the apartment. I'm gonna say went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. The sound you heard. Order in the cohort. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless. Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Guys, he's getting flashbacks. Look at the clock. I heard. No, I mean, I saw. Oh, that's disgusting. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Give him death. Guys, that's worse than Larry. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sauer heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear for you simply. Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court, Your Honor. May I have the clock? seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. We actually do, guys. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sowett. I come all the way here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. No, like, I'm pretty sure that's how, like, courts work. You lawyers are all slime. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Pas vrai. Not true. Not so fast, Mr. Sowett. Yes, Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away, not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right, Mr. Wright? Guys, I'm like making up words now. Right. Oh my god. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let him have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course, there's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Guys, why is this even here? I bet you I showed that. Because I've been to Paris like 2 times, and I know it's like 9 hours off or something like that. The victim has just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Are they in Japan? Because it's 3 hours, I think, from where I am, or maybe it's 5. I actually don't know, but I know there is a big time difference. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment is wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sowett. Mr. Did it. Guys, does he have rabies? Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor, I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. What can I say? Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yay! And with that, this court is adjourned. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It turns out that Frank Sowett was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper a salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Selwood let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching our place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Selwood grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. He must have hit her mighty hard to kill her. August 3rd, T-2:32 p.m. District Court. Phew. I still can't believe we won. Right? Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. You forgot your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, I imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good, Larry. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was no, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry. Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. Guys, that's not his name. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present for me. For Mia. Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. Guys, Larry looks so cute, like his eyes when he's happy. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. She also died. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry, are you so sure? Squeeze me. I think she thought quite a lot about you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? I do not like that. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive that you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about the clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of that of you what you will. Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, for watching. This was